So what do Bangkok, Phuket and Pattaya have in common? These are three of your most popular spots to visit in Thailand and three of the most popular spots that scammers like to target your wallet. In this video, I'm going to go over 8 of the most common scams in 2025 and 8 ways how you can outscam the scammers. Number 1 is the tuk-tuk scam. Normally these guys are waiting for you outside shopping malls, outside popular tourist attractions. They call you over for a cheap ride to anywhere in the city. They might even promise to give you a little bit of a tour, a little bit of a guided tour. Now keep in mind, if they offer you a really cheap price, this comes with conditions. If you jump into a tuk-tuk that offers you a 50 baht ride, you're getting a 50 baht value ride. He's going to take you to his favorite tailor. He's going to take you to his favorite market. He's going to take you all around to all these different places before you get to where you want to go. This could take hours and you're at the mercy of the tuk-tuk driver. Why does he do this? Because he gets a kickback from all these stores. He'll make you visit each particular place he stops off at. He'll make an excuse if you don't want to go. Whatever you do, don't jump into these tuk-tuks. Get another way to travel around the city. There's plenty of options. There's Grab, there's Bolt. These are 2 apps that you can use. You just download Grab, you download Bolt onto your phone. You can use it like a rideshare, like an Uber, and you can get your ride at a fraction of the cost and with much higher convenience. So avoid these tuk-tuk scammers because they're only going to waste your time, only going to waste your money when you are in especially cities like Bangkok's rife for it, and definitely Phuket is very rife for it too. Stay away from the tuk-tuk drivers at all costs. Following on from that, we've got the taxi scam. Now, this is a very common scam in cities like Bangkok and again, Phuket. Now, taxi drivers, you might hail a taxi, you may jump into said taxi. Normally they've got meters. Taxis are legally required to have a meter, but a lot of the times if you ask them to use the meter or they just start driving, they won't use the meter. They'll say to you at the end of the trip, X amount of money. So if you get into a vehicle, any vehicle, then the first thing you should say to a taxi is, meter please. If they say no, jump out. That is what I would do. Now keep in mind, if you're in a city like Bangkok and it's busy, a lot of taxis just won't use the meter. This is where you use Grab and Bolt, as I was saying before. These are a godsend. You can jump on the app and you can have a car within minutes at a fraction of the cost and much higher convenience as well. So do that. Forget the taxis for the most part in the busy cities because a big headache in regards to payment and getting ripped off. So avoid the taxis in the busy cities of Thailand. Now the next scam in Thailand is the ATM skimming scam. Now if you're taking money out, which if you're not taking all cash to Thailand, there may be an instance where you need to take money out. You may need to use an ATM, quite common around the city. Keep in mind what ATM you are using. I would only recommend using ATMs that are in a safe, secure location. I'm talking right next to banks. I'm talking inside of shopping centres. I wouldn't be using an ATM that's, say, near a 7-Eleven, somewhere that is a little bit more sketchy. I'd be using the ATMs that are in a more secure location because you are less likely to get your card scammed or skimmed. What I mean by that is you put your card in, some sort of a device is fitted to the machine, it reads your card, and then they are going to take money from your account. So avoid the sketchy ATMs, only go to the secure ATMs. As I say, banks, shopping centres are normally okay. And always keep a backup card because you never know in Thailand. Also, if you're looking to pull money out, when you insert the card, you get the money first, then the card second. So always wait for your card to get returned before you leave the machine. Very important because it is easy to do so. I have done so myself. So always remember to get your card at the end. The next scam is jet ski and scooter scams. If you're looking to rent a jet ski or a scooter, you have to be very careful for a few different reasons. Now, what you should always do if you're looking to rent a jet ski or a scooter is to video the jet ski and the scooter all around the whole vehicle for damage. The reason I say this is because sometimes if you rent a vehicle, then when you go to return said vehicle, Sometimes the company, if they're not reputable, they will say to you that you caused damage to the vehicle. If you've videoed the vehicle and you've videoed where the damage might already be, if they're looking to sting you, then you've got proof that the damage didn't happen. Now, jet skis at the best of times are unreliable to rent for a lot of reasons. If you Google jet ski scam in YouTube, you'll find out. Not the best thing to do when you're in Thailand, safety reasons, and yeah, just the fact of that they tend to be rife with scammers. Scooters, again, if you're looking to use a scooter, make sure you are confident on a scooter and make sure that you're doing it through a reputable company. Have a look at Google reviews. Never give out your passport if you're renting out any of these vehicles, because if they want to claim that you've done damage, then there's a chance that they won't give your passport back. So never ever give out your passport when renting a vehicle. Always video the vehicle and be extremely careful when doing so in regards to renting a vehicle. Now, the next scam is if you're at a bar and you're drinking beers or you're having shots and you're having a really good time. Make sure that you check your check bin at any given time when you are buying alcohol for this simple reason. Sometimes at the not so great establishments, they might add extra drinks to your bill. This is called bill padding. And this happens because the bars think they can do so. So what I would tend to do is after you've got your drink and you've got your check bin, they put the little receipt back into your little bamboo check bin. Make sure you check that and make sure it looks right. Because if it doesn't, then you know that you have been scammed. It happened to me once and all I did was question the stuff. Look, it could have been a simple error. These things happen. However, sometimes it's not so a simple error. It can be calculated. So just make sure you check your bill. And if they see you checking your bill every time, they're less likely to try anything stupid. So just do that. Just check every time. 99% of the time, everything's cool. But just every now and again, you'll go to a bar that's not so great and they'll try and scam you. So yeah, just always be vigilant when you're out drinking and always check what you're ordering and how much you're paying, because you can get a rude shock at the end of the night if you haven't been checking your check bin. The next scam is the closed attraction scam. Now picture this, you are a few hundred meters to your favorite tourist attraction that you're looking to visit, and a guy in a tuk-tuk or just a guy approaches you out of the blue and says, "I'm sorry, sir, the attraction is closed today." Now, this is a scam. The attraction is not closed. They're trying to get you on their next tour. Now, this could be a self-guided tuk-tuk tour to his favorite tailor and his favorite souvenir store. That's more likely what it's going to be. So if anyone tries to tell you that the place you're visiting is closed for the day, while there seems to be a lot of other people milling around, then ignore it. He's trying to scam you and take you to his favorite destinations. Avoid that at all costs. And yeah, the tuk-tuk drivers are not your friends. The next scam is very, very important to know. It's the drug scam. Now, if you're somewhere near Sukhumvit Road in Bangkok, this is rife for this particular sort of scam. And you get approached by normally African guys, because they're normally peddling this sort of scam. If they offer you any sort of narcotic in Thailand, then don't even look twice. Reason being that drugs are very illegal in Thailand, the Class A narcotics, and if caught with them, then you're looking at a trip in the Bangkok Hilton. So avoid anyone that's going to sell you narcotics. Very much a not done thing in Thailand, and it could land you in a world of trouble. Big scam and a big no-no in Thailand. Stay away from any drugs. Finally, this scam is prevalent in Phuket, in Patong on Bangalore Road. You'll get lots of people approaching you with a laminate with some sexy ladies on said laminate. They want to take you to a show. And we're talking ping pong, that sort of show. If anyone approaches you with offers to go to a show, then it's most certainly a scam. Reason being is that they may say to you it's cheap to get in or it's no cost to get in. When you get to said show, they're going to make you buy very expensive drinks in order to stay at the show. and you could be spending thousands of baht to see a subpar show and to drink normal Thai drinks that you could be paying 100 baht for anywhere else in the city. So stay away from these scam shows because, they're dingy, they're dirty, and they're going to rob you of your hard-earned baht as well. So stay away from the shows. Much more better things to do in Phuket. There's nightlife everywhere, and these shows are just grim and creepy. Stay away, and you'll have a good time in Phuket. So that's the vid. Are there any scams that I've missed that you've been targeted by in Thailand? I know scams are a dime a dozen, but Thailand as a whole, it's a pretty safe place. If you have your wits about you, it's the same as any destination. If you're a little bit street smart and you can think for yourself, then you can avoid these scams. But it's just handy having the knowledge that you can beat the scammers at their own game. So I hope these tips helped, and I hope you enjoy your next visit to Thailand.